Hello, it's Helen from Contagious Creativity. I'm here with another video today, and it is a flip through of my October pages. It's also the last pages in my October, no, not in my October, in my medium passion journal, because it's getting a bit of a chunk, this beast, and the hump was getting too much for me to cope with the writing. So I took out a few signatures and I'm calling it a day. And I'm going to be moving into a different size, completely different, because this medium is about, I think it's about a B5 size. And I'm going to try and move into a standard traveller's notebook insert, because that's what I use for my planning, that's what I use for my list making and things like that. So I kind of feel like I know the size, so, and I'm excited to try something new, because I do love change. So anyway, this is the last one you're going to see in this size for now, but we're going to look at these October pages. So starting off with my title page for October, this was quite a simple one to put together. It was just some papers from an Amy Tangerine collection. I sort of cut it apart to make it fit around the side, and then I used some Posca pens over the top to make the doodly bit. I've also got that lovely girl picture. It's a die cut from L&B Designs. I really like that die cut. I've used it in the past, but I had to get another one because I just think it's really nice. And then I think these were just off Amazon, to be honest, a long while ago. Yeah. Okay, so that's just the title page. Got some washi dots too. Then the next page is more my colours. This is beautiful, but I'm more of the kind of the pinks and purples and those kind of colours, not the earthy tones, not so much of my favourites. This was also a really wet day, so it kind of works with the bluey tones anyway. It was one of those where drop off at school was pouring rain, pick up at school was pouring rain. So we spent a lot of the time indoors, me and my youngest. We went to gymnastics in the morning, and then we went to soft play in the afternoon, and she was shattered, so there we go. But I quite like this page because I just like the way I've used a stencil and some inks and oxides. They were Tim Holtz inks and oxides. I haven't activated the oxide, but just pushed it through the stencil, and I've used some Gretel Creates washi and a Nova Bell sticker here. I just think the colours work quite nicely together. It feels autumnal without being browns. Then the next page was so much fun. This was my weekend, my first ever weekend away from the children. This is the furthest I've ever been away from my children as well, location. And I actually spent the night down in London with my best friend. We went to the V&A's, we stayed at the Ampersand Hotel, and we watched Anne Julia. And I hadn't realised until I started making this page how many ampersands there were, but that was quite a cool little theme to our trip. And I thoroughly recommend Anne Julia. It's brilliant, really fun, but also quite poignant. And I did have a little tear, but to be honest, it doesn't take much for me to have a little tear. And yeah, so this is just, I've had this picture from a magazine. I think it was Breathe magazine, from the feel of the paper. And I just, yeah, put a load of stuff that I went to Muji for the first time, and Oliver Bonus in the station. I picked up some earrings which are gorgeous. And yeah, and then obviously a selfie picture on the tube. Yeah, really lovely, lots of splatters, and try to kind of carry on these little marks and stuff across the page. There. Then the next day, well, next 2 days are colour explosions. This is when I changed my name. I was always add stickers on social media and here on YouTube, but I decided to change it up because I realised I wasn't always adding stickers, and I wanted to share some of my art journaly things. So if you are interested in art journals, then do head over to my Instagram. I will put a link in the description. Have a little look. I'm sharing some of my art journaling as well, where I don't always add stickers. So yeah, I just thought I really liked the quote, "Creativity is contagious, pass it on." It's an Albert Einstein quote, and I just thought it was it just spoke to me, and I just went for it. So that's what I did on this day. So I wanted to mark that, and yeah, I tried to make the word contagious look contagious. I also kind of dark humour with the whole pandemic at the moment. Things that are contagious are sort of on our mind at the moment. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that's possibly why that's in my head, but yes. These are my stickers, as are these. Then I had this napkin, and I just thought it was really pretty, so I just used some matte gel medium to stick it down, and I quite like the texture of it, and just coloured on the rainbow theme. I think it was just one of those days where I was just like, it was all right, but I needed a few rainbows to make myself feel happy. And I did a little gratitude box here as well. These are from Being Bethany Rose. Love her little gonks, they're so cute. I don't use them enough, I must use them more. So they are there too. And this is Bowler Bear Designs. And who else do I have on here? Pipsticks. I think that's another Being Bethany Rose, but it came in a little with your order add-on thingy me doodah. And that's an Amy Tan, I think, Amy Tangerine one. Love these pages using printables from My Green Cow, Daisy at My Green Cow, and yes, so I've just stuck those on. Meredith had a flu vaccination. She didn't want her sticker. Is she my child? So I got to stick it in here, so I didn't mind too much. Yeah, but I'm really pleased with how these pages came out with the lovely printables. And then what else have I got? Bad night for my father-in-law. Had to have an ambulance caused. I think you probably know if you've listened to this channel before, but he's got a brain tumour, yeah, so big seizure, which wasn't so good, but managed to, he's okay. He's not. He's got a brain tumour. So anyway, then on to happier things. I had the first ever Harvest Festival that my children have done, which was sweet. So we went to the church. They haven't been able to do a church service since Christmas in 2019, which is the last time I went to the church as well, to watch the nursery nativity. So that was lovely to be able to do that, and Bethany was really listening to what the Reverend was saying, which was really good. I've got a picture here because Meredith, my youngest, was singing her heart out with one of her little friends at a play centre. It's very sweet. It's like a whole little village set up, and they were singing away in the theatre, which was very cute. And then we had some friends over for tea, which was really good fun. And my husband went to stay with his dad. And then I went to choir. Oh, and also I've got this funny picture of Meredith hugging a lamppost, because there was a cat protection poster on there, and she thought it was so cute, and every time she went by she had to hug it. I had to stop her from kissing it because, COVID, but yes, so I had to document it because it's kind of weirdly cute. Yes, these are my stickers here. Right, next pages. Oh, these are from a little book that I got. Just one sec. I managed to find this in a charity shop for £1.20, and it's a Kiki K one with loads of beautiful quotes, and you can see I've already used some of them anyway. I've taken some out because I thought I might use them and haven't, and I just thought it's in the charity shop, it's not loved anymore. I feel a bit bad cutting up a book, but it's being used for something else now, and it's been given a new life. So I've used this bit here, this bit here, this bit here, loads of it. So and I've continued to use it for other projects as well. I think I might use it a bit further on as well. Anyway, so yeah, it was just one of those lovely. I had a lovely Mummy and Mary day. My youngest is Meredith, I call her Mary. If you're wondering about these over the top and you haven't been here before, it's because I don't show my children's faces online, just a personal choice. If you want to do it, no, I have no problem with you doing it. I just don't. Me and my husband decided we don't want to do that. But if you want to see the pages looking less weird with big things on them, I just fuzz out the faces and put them on Instagram so they look a little bit cleaner than having big splodges over the top. So if you do want to see what the pages really look like, well, without the faces, head over to my Instagram. So yeah, this was a lovely Mummy and Merry Day, and it was one of those where I didn't really have anything planned and we just kind of did what we needed to do and just went out. We were out the whole day and it was lovely, and she's got this little fluffy cardigan that she chose. Her favourite colour was yellow. It's sort of a mustardy yellow and she just loves it, and she looks like a little fluffy chick, and she wore it with the hood up because her ears were cold. And she just looked so cute, so I had to have a couple of pictures of her there. And then again, I really liked these quotes. They seem to really speak for the day. They worked for the day. So we went to see my in-laws, and we were just kind of surrounding them with love, and then in the afternoon my husband went to the gym and me and the girls did lots of crafty bits and bobs. So I really liked this, another Albert Einstein quote, creativity is intelligence having fun. But yeah, they've just been doing so much craft. My eldest particularly is super crafty, so that's lovely. And oh yes, I said I forgot to say I had a lovely run this morning. I love it how all runners and cyclists say hello or acknowledge each other, and I wonder if it's just a country thing or if it happens everywhere. So that's my question to you. If you're a runner or a cycler or know people that are, is it common? Does it happen all across the country, the world, or is it just in sleepy Suffolk that we all just say hi to each other? So yeah, I'm not keen on these stickers. I've got some Happy Planner ones and I'm just kind of trying to use them up, but I thought that high five kind of worked there. So you may know this already, but I say lovely a lot. So I've made myself some lovely day stickers for all the times I have a lovely day. So there's quite a few of those dotted around. Then this was a really cool day. When we went to London, me and my husband, without the children again. So this was the second weekend I was without my children, but this was just for the day. And we went to see an NFL game, and it was the New York Jets versus the Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons, and it was brilliant. So much fun. I would highly recommend it. I sort of know NFL, but my husband is a huge NFL fan, and we're actually on the Green Bay Packers wait list for season tickets, even though we don't live anywhere near Wisconsin. But yeah, we've been to the Packers Stadium, and he's a big Packers fan. But they've never been over to London. Maybe next year, fingers crossed, 1 year. But yeah, it was just so amazing. And I've said the Americans know how to put on a show. If you're an American watching this, oh my goodness, when we went over to America and we saw ice hockey, we saw basketball, we saw baseball, it's just amazing how much you have, and every time there's a moment stopping, there's things happening, and you don't get that so much over here. So we were loving it. I also had to document that I had to pay £8 for a pint outside of the ground, because before the ground was open there was a pub. £8 for a pint, and it was, I think I had Stella, no, can't remember, but something not even that good. Anyway, so yes, that was fabulous. Really good day. So I had loads to write on that day, and then this day I had pretty much nothing really, because I was feeling really annoyed. Fortunately, I've given this a bit of a filter so you can't see. I have a huge big red ring around my mouth at the moment, of skin that's just not healing, and it's pretty horrible. And I was told an urgent appointment with a dermatologist at our hospital would be 20 weeks, so 5 months for an urgent appointment. So that was just made me feel really rubbish. So I also tried to think of some nice things that day, and yeah, but that was just rubbish. But this is from a magazine, and I just thought it worked nicely because I'm trying to ignore the fact that this is happening and focus on the positives and turn my head to that. Obviously, I'm allowed to be feeling sad. I'm not turning it away completely, but, you know, acknowledge it and then try and focus more on the positives. Here, one of my stickers, another one of my stickers. This is from Love Lynn's Life. And then I think these are from a Flow sticker book, which I really love the designs, but they just seem to have so much white space, which really bugs me, but they kind of blend into this, I think, maybe. Anyway, yes, then this was an exciting day. I got some happy mail from Jennifer's Journals, or Scrummy Scribbles. Check her out on Instagram, she's great. This is some of her drawings. She put this just on the envelope, but I just thought they were too cute not to include. She gave me loads of stuff. She's got really kind of cool, I don't know, cutesy, would that be the word? Cartoony style, and she uses all sorts of bits and bobs in her journals. This is her letter from her. This is the letter from her, and I won't show it to you, but yeah, she's just written some nice things, and I really wanted to keep it, but I didn't want to have it on display permanently, so I used a few of the bits and bobs she gave me. And yeah, I've just put about how it's just a really lovely community. I've found that ever since I started, I've just had people being really nice, and it's just lovely, and I'm really enjoying being part of it. So right, next pages are using some more magazine pages. These are both from Planet Mindfulness. Basically anything in here probably is either from Breathe magazine or Planet Mindfulness, because those are the two that I tend to get, just because I like the content and I like the images, to be honest. Planet Mindfulness is a lot about sort of eco-living, kind of being mindful about yourself and the planet, and I just find it all of its articles are really interesting, and then I get to cut it up and use some of these beautiful images. So with this one, it was a day when we focused on ahimsa, which is an ancient Indian word for non-violence. So I just wrote it on here and did some sprinkles about. It's also, we did some cooling breath or taco breath. I finally got to use a taco sticker, because if you get American books, you often get tacos in them on food. I don't know, is that a thing in America? You eat a lot of tacos, but I seem to always have loads of tacos in anything food related, and I don't eat a lot of tacos, so I don't get to use them very often. But yes, and then randomly there is a polar bear, because I went to pick up the children from nursery and school that day and realised I hadn't got their snacks, and oh my goodness, my children need to eat immediately after they have got out of their various establishments, or they, you know, blood sugars drop and it's a carnage. And so I went and got them a chocolate lollipop, because I'm a great healthy mother. So I stuck him in just to maybe remind me to just make the snack boxes up next time. Anyway, so that was cute. Then it was it was a sad day for my eldest. She was getting really tired by this point, and we only had just a week left before half term, and she was really flagging. So this was just a magazine article, and then I used a Posca pen. I just put a bit onto a paint palette and then added some water and just sort of like light watercolour background for that, and cut out some bits and bobs. And these are my stickers, and this is Love Lynn's Life again. So the next day was another day where I used a magazine page and I just wrote over the top of it. It was a really fun day. We had 2 play dates. We had a play date with Mary's friend in the daytime whilst Bethany was at school. Then after school we had a lovely play date with one of Bethany's friends who just moved house, and we got to see their new house and the play park behind their house, and it was really good, really nice to hang out where all the children get on really well and all the mums get on really well, which is brilliant, because you know it's hard to always find people who your children like and you actually like the parents too. But I've been so lucky because we moved down here when my youngest was 10 days old, and I've just found some brilliant people, so I'm so pleased. And then the next day I really like this green and pink theme, so I tried to carry it on over here, and I used this book again, and it has some of these pinks and greens. I couldn't think of the word green then, dearie me. So we went to Pumpkin Patch, so I found some pink pumpkins to add. I realised after I printed them that I didn't actually use the best quality, but never mind, does not matter. It was really fun, really cute, and we also started watching Squid Games. Finished it now, really liked it. I know it's had a lot of flack even, for being gory and stuff, but oh my goodness, I found it really good. Wasn't sure about the end, but I think it just felt a bit like, oh, we're going to make another series, but there we go. That's just my opinion. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. I'll be very interested to see what people's thoughts are. Then, right, next day was a really fun day where my husband was very lucky. He went back to London to watch the second NFL game. There was only 2 and he got to watch them both. He's been trying for years to get tickets and has been unsuccessful, but he managed to get 2 lots of tickets, so he was like, I'm going, which is fair enough. So I went with my mum to a local town, and we had Pizza Express, which is lovely because when I was pregnant with my first child, my mum was always going, looking around the restaurant in Pizza Express going, I can't wait to be a grandma who brings their children to Pizza Express. And we did it a little bit, but then the pandemic hit when the girls were sort of old enough to really enjoy being out for meals with grandma and that, and so she's kind of missed out on a big chunk of time, so she really enjoyed it, being at Pizza Express, so that was lovely. And yes, and I had a great time because we went back to my mum's and my girls didn't want to play with me, so I got to sit down, which was amazing. Grandma had to play schools with them. Right, what's in this page? We have some paper from Simple Stories. We've got some Amy Tangerine's stickers. Lovelin's Life. This is one of mine, which I managed to rip, but never mind. And this washi is from Paper Chase, actually. Then also this is on the next page is from Simple Stories as well. It's just one of the cut parts. I managed to scrape nail varnish down it, but never mind. Then I just thought it might be interesting to look back in years to come at our sort of weekly schedule, just something that happens every day that we do, and I thought that might be quite nice to look back on, so I put that. Also, I subscribe to Bowler Bear Design Sticker Club, Bowler Bear Design Sticker Club, and it came that day and it was lovely, so I stuck that in just to remind me how lovely it was. The sticker didn't quite work with the page, so I just stuck that in instead. And then the next day, these beautiful printables are from Inky Quill. My printer was starting to run out of ink at this point, which is a constant problem for me, but I just went with it. And I was very excited because she shared my pages on her Instagram stories, which I felt very excited about. This was, it was day Meredith didn't get up until 7:15, which is super late for her. So I was very excited, and it was just one of those sort of days, but I really like the way the printables look. This is one of my Stickers, other than that, oh no, this is, no idea where that's from. I can't remember where this washi's from either. Is it a Diane? Is it Diane Weekly, possibly? I'm not sure. Have to have a think about that one. Then we had, this was the first ever play date that we hosted where the parent wasn't there. I picked up one of Bethany's friends from school, and then we all went back to ours and they had a play date, which was so exciting. And also, I finally completed Meredith's baby book that day. She's 3. But I just hadn't got it all the pictures finished and everything. And it was one of those that kind of, it wasn't urgent, so I didn't do it. So that's bad. But considering I print pictures quite often and I document all the time nowadays, I felt a bit bad that I hadn't got that sorted. Yes, I've got a little die cut here that I just did on my little mini die cut machine. And then this is from Mundane Sunday Club, just a little yoga, because I thought it was quite funny because I'm really finding downward facing dog tricky, and I thought it was funny there was a cat doing it. I just can't get this to stay in my mat. Oh, sorry, I knocked you. Whoop. I can't get this knuckle to go into the mat. I don't know why, it just wants to pop up. Anyway, so then I really like these 2 pages. They're a bit mad and busy. I've got, these are just some cartoons I made of the girls. They don't look like that, so that's why they're still here. Lots of Frozen singing and playing, which is why Anna is there. And she's very, I would like to use the word, like she's like a dictator, but that's a bit mean, isn't it? Basically, if it's an Anna song, she's Anna, and if it's an Elsa song, she's Elsa, and I have to be the other one. So, yeah, I don't get to sing a lot in the car at the moment because of that. And I also liked that she says she's got gingerbread hair, which I thought was quite sweet. I went to go outdoors, and Mary had loads of fun playing in the tents, so I wanted to remember that. And then this was the last day of school, so Bethany was on half term, which is great. Also, I've got this Mr. Tickle in here because Meredith really likes this toy that she got weeks ago from a Happy Meal, but she really liked it, so she wanted to keep it and take it to the park, which she pushed him on the swing. It was very sweet. Then next day, just carrying on this washi tape, I kind of like the different directions that it was going, kind of, oh, that keeps coming up, it's annoying me. I've got a Project Life card tip in here, just with some journaling about my father-in-law, but also what we're listening to at the moment. We had the Frozen soundtrack on when we went over to see my in-laws, and we all had parts. Meredith was Elsa, Bethany was Anna, Graham was Kristoff, and I was Olaf, and we all sang our parts. It was really good fun. And we had a play date earlier than that, and yes, lots of cuddles. Yeah, we were supposed to go out for a meal, but my father-in-law's just, he can't go anywhere now, unfortunately, which is sad. Oh, and the other thing I wanted just to mention was this little stitching that I did around the edge. I don't know, I really like that. I think it was because there was gaps over here, I did it over here, and it sort of just spilled over to the rest of it. Yes, anyway. Right, next page was a day we went to Jimmy's farm, which is in Suffolk, where I live, and is really good fun. And it was one of those days I just wanted to document everything, so I took loads of pictures, and it became a 2-page spread. Oh, spread! I don't know what happened to my voice then. The girls had got a stencil where there was the background was a page with these on, and I was like, oh, they'd be good at some point, and they were. So I just fussy cut around them, and because they had pink on them, I kind of kept the pink and then used the pink to kind of tie in other little bits sprinkly bits and bobs. Also had a Lone Owl Studio order, which, if you don't know Lone Owl Studio, her clothes are amazing. She also does decals for windows and stuff like that, which I've got for Christmas, which is exciting. So yeah, I was excited for that. So I've got a few little treat yourself happy mails. This one's from Stick with a Plan. And yeah, I didn't want to write, felt like there wasn't enough space to write this way, so I tried to write this way. So I'm sort of trying to play with some different directions. I think it was the washi tape the day before kind of made me go, oh, I could do things different ways. So yeah, that was quite fun. I've even written fun. Use the sticker even. Then we've got the start of the Halloweeny spreads now. These were mainly pip stickers. These and these, actually, yeah, all of the stickers on here apart from the days, which are mine. Yeah, and these, that's just it's a sticker. It's not actual washi tape. And yeah, I just really like how these two came together. We had a really fun day, went swimming and went to Greg's after, which seems to be our thing. And we had McDonald's breakfast, and then we went to Greg's. God, that was a naughty day, wasn't it? And then this was the day that Bethany decided she wanted to keep a journal of her half term, which was just so lovely, and I was so proud. So she's asked for photos, and she's got lots of stickers, and she's done it now, and it's so cute, so cute. Right, and then the next day we went for a lovely autumn walk. It was kind of a Halloweeny spooky themed where you had to look for things, which was quite fun. And then we had some friends over, and yeah, I like that. Oh, Knees, the little boy who came over, he's nearly 2, and if you say Knees to him and you're sat down, he comes and sits on your lap, and the girls thought it was brilliant and he thought it was hilarious. And yeah, so it was a lovely picture of them, Bethany and him on the trampoline, and he's sitting on her lap after saying Knees. That was just done with a Tombow blush. Is it blush marker or blush pen? Can't remember. And then I've just gone around the outside with a black pen. Then more Halloweeny fun. This, I've got a process video. I've got a process video. Don't know what that was. A process video for this, where I talk about it a bit more. So I won't go into too much detail, but mainly it's Boda Bear design stickers and pip stickers, and then cut out for magazine, and then my stickers. And then this page, we went to the zoo, and again, lots of pictures. I matted the pictures on some black because I'd done this film strip here of the kind of process of the pumpkin. I felt like I needed to do something black around the edges of these, and yeah, cool. Then we're nearly there. More Halloweeny pages. These are from Liz Harry Designs, possibly, but I'm sure if you search Liz Harry, you'll find her. They are really lovely vinyl stickers. I really like that. Sorry if you get offended by swearing, but I thought that was very funny. And yeah, I just used all of the stickers on her sticker sheet, and this is also her washi. I think this is from Gretel Creates. I also used some enamel dots that I'd got, which worked perfectly with the colours. I'm not really sure about using enamel dots on a journal because you're going to be writing on it, so it's bumpy. But I was like nearly at the end, so I was like, I'm just going to do it. And it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it could be to write on, so maybe I'll use them again, but they are lumpy bumpy, so who knows. So yeah, got this picture of my husband and his little brother, and they look so much like my children. I thought that was quite funny, so stick that in there. And then this was one of from my previous happy mail that I got, and yeah, just the nice day. But then there was my father-in-law had a meeting with a consultant, and he's been told now is the time to eat cake. So basically, do what you want now. You know, if you can make the most of it. Then the final pages are more Bowler Bear designs, washi and stickers, because I just love them. I'm not really into the whole creepy, spooky Halloween, but I do like the cutesy Halloween. This is from, is it? I think it might be Simple Stories, one of the big 12 by 12 combo sticker sheets, I think, which I can't stand, so mine's cut up into pieces, but yes, I think that's where that is from. What else have we got on here? We've got some of my stickers, and I've just got some labels. Got a picture of the cousins all sitting on Grandad's hospital bed, because he's got a hospital bed in downstairs now, and they're all sat there, and it was quite sweet how it didn't really faze them, which was nice. Got some pictures of them with Grandad. So it probably will be the last time that we can all be together, because it was quite intense having 3 4-year-olds and 1 3-year-old. They're kids, they run around and make lots of noise. It was a bit intense, so I think it probably will be the last time that happens. And yeah, then we had a really early night, like really early. I think we went to bed about 8 o'clock maybe. Though that was good. Oh, and I've also got a snowflake there, because we went to a party and they had fake snow, and that was quite, yeah, and Bethany was just amazed by it. So that was sweet. So I took a couple of pictures and overlapped them there. They're quite similar, but I like them both, so I stuck them both in. Then the next day, I've just realised I haven't rubbed out the pencil mark on there. Oh well. So today has been fueled by Haribo Star Mix, because it was Halloween and we didn't do trick-or-treating. My girls aren't particularly, I don't know, they going up to strangers and people's houses is not their jam. So we just did a treasure hunt in the house. I got some clues, and they had to follow them and work out where to go to get things. We watched Hotel Transylvania, and I cooked a roast dinner, and then they set up an obstacle course using all the sofa cushions, and laughed, and Bethany was heard to squeal, "I am not a cat," whilst Meredith stroked her hair. So that was quite a fun day. I like this page better in real life than I do on screen. I don't know what it is about being on screen that it doesn't look quite as nice, but anyway, but that is the last page in this chunk of a journal. It is quite the beast, but it's done. There are some pages at the back, and I have plans for them. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, but some of my favourite images from magazines I have stuck in the back, and I'm thinking of just writing a quote or something there. And then I've just stuck in my favourite ones, put where I can, when they've got the artist name, I've put them there, just because I just didn't want to waste them, and I really like them, so I want to put them in something. Oh, and there's my scribble page, because I test my pens out before I use them to make sure they're right. Not particularly pretty, but I feel like I could make that into some sort of art. Anyway, so that is the end of my passion journal, medium size. And that is the end of my October flip through. If you've managed to stay all this time, because I think it was a long, waffly one, thank you so much. That's brilliant. And I've realised I didn't say at the beginning again that there will be a silent version of the flip through at the end. But if you stay this long, you probably don't care. Probably ought to write that into the description, eh? Anyway, I will say goodbye for now. Please do consider liking this video if you liked it, and if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, and the notification bell if you want to know when I'm uploading. And thank you so much for watching. It's been lovely seeing how many people have been watching, enjoying and commenting. Love all your comments. Don't forget to tell me if you like Squid Games. Let me know if runners and cyclists are friendly around your area. and whatever else I've waffled on about. But thanks ever so much. Bye for now.